good day. This is Cast Iron ASMR with Masters of the Universe, He-Man, table cover. And I'll be looking through this Masters of the Universe free 16-page comic preview that appeared in Supergirl, in the Supergirl comic book by DC Comics. This is the Daring New Adventures of Supergirl, issue number 1. Now, I found this tablecloth, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, close to 20 years ago. And look, it's still in the package. And I thought, man, this thing's old. And I thought that 20 years ago. Oh, it is open. I thought, oh, is it open? Nope. It's still sealed. It was on special for $225? Yes, $225. So I thought, such a beautiful day outside. So here we are outside. The table. It's like a picnic table, an outdoor table. But I thought maybe we could lay out the He-Man Masters of the Universe table cover. I do have a scissor, so we can cut into this very precisely. Okay, here we go. When is this from? This is 1983. So, here we go. We can pretend we're on Eternia. And those were the calls of some weird Eternial bird or dinosaur. Like, this thing's dusty. This thing's really dusty. I thought when I got it, I thought, oh, because I also have the napkins. And I thought, oh, one day maybe we should have a He-Man party. But that never happened. So we'll have a He-Man party right now. And I'm going to fold it back up later. Look how colorful it is. Oh, here comes the kitty. It's Panther, Skeletor's giant Panther cat. Man, this thing is in pristine condition. Masters of the Universe. So this would have came out before the cartoon. Get out of here, kitty. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, I thought it was going to be one giant Masters of the Universe. This is going to be like a road map. I'm never going to be able to fold this thing back up. All this time I've only seen one of these frames, but just a whole bunch of them. Some parts are white. What's going on here? It's kind of like a table runner, like, so the top is just white, and it would go on like a rectangle picnic table. Okay. Well, kitty, what are you doing? All right, I gotta move this. Panther. Okay. Now, that we have her after all these years. We finally opened it up. It's kind of... I thought there'd be He-Mans all over it. I thought there'd be a giant He-Man. Alright, well, let's take a look-see. I got lots of He-Man stuff. Not as much as when I was a kid. I had lots of the toys. He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. I like this Supergirl series. And, yeah, I've got them all reprinted, and I've read the whole series. This is the first one, but the reprinted copies doesn't have this. Look, where science ends, magic begins. Oh no. So, I played with the He-Man toys, and even before the cartoon came out, I remember a neighbor had them, a neighbor kid. So this is a great title page. It wasn't called He-Man, it was just Masters of the Universe. And I always thought, they just really stick on that one planet. Why are they the masters of the entire universe? So in the beginning, there was only 8 heroes. Well, 9 with Cringer, and I don't know if he had Panther yet. But he did, because I think he did. Well, maybe he didn't yet. And that was Teela. And look, this is before there was the cartoon, so this is the preview for the DC comic. So it's neat. The Filmation cartoon hadn't influenced these comics yet. Nobody knew yet. So Man-at-Arms, he's riding Cringer. They didn't know, and they drew Teela like action figure toy. There was Zodak. It was kind of like a Zodiac. That's how I remember, Zodak. And he wasn't, so there were the good guys and the bad guys. Skeletor, Beastman, Merman, then the heroes, He-Man, Teela, and Man-at-Arms. And I think Zodak, he just floated around the planet, and he was sort of like a Zen master. He was sort of neither good nor bad. And I wonder, maybe in the beginning, he was my favorite, Stratos. Maybe Stratos was going to be a bad guy. No, I think he was a good guy. So let's take a look. He-Man fights the mystic forces of the evil Skeletor with the timeless kingdom of Eternia itself at stake. So this is the first comic book depiction, but I have storybooks that probably predate this. I know they do. But it's the same deal where Teela looks, more like the sorceress. But the sorceress was green. Alright, you're not going to believe it, but in this first comic, He-Man meets Superman. Alright, so I haven't read this in a while, but I've read this more than once. We got Zodak on his like time machine flying chair. Doesn't even look that comfortable. He's got good posture, that's good. I've long traversed the multitude of dimensional planes with but the stars as my guide and inspiration. Too long for Zodak to ignore the signs they give me this day. Thus have I returned again to Eternia, for the big stars have bidden my hence to save the life of a single man, and thus ensure the future of the world. Okay, is he gonna be Prince Adam. Okay, so we're getting some of the cartoon mythology. There's his mom and father. Some ladies doing some dancing. A little more seductive than the cartoon, maybe. Is he He-Man yet? Man-at-Arms doesn't... Wait, he has a mustache. Yeah, a big mustache in the cartoon. Oh no, Zodak is coming. I'm Zodak. Wait, does he know that he's He-Man? Is he He-Man yet? Oh, wait. Yeah. So that's Tila, but in this, I just opened it up when I grabbed it. Yeah, and they're calling her the sorceress. I am ever at your command, goddess. Oh, wait. Yeah, she's the... Be so called, and did not the sorceress have need of thy power? Yeah, it was all about snakes. It was really cool mythology. Eternia. It's kind of like the ancient civilization was much more advanced than they are now. In the history with Skeletor and Odak and Superman. It's like, what? What's Superman doing there? Oh wait, he's on Earth. And it looks like there's a giant monster creature with a big, I was going to say mustache, but it kind of looks like he's got a full head of hair around his nose. So what's he going to do? He's going to throw him, I think he's going to throw him out into space, but he just throws him in the water. What are these three things? Oh, we're back on Eternia. There's He-Man. Zodak. Zodak didn't really show up in the cartoon very much, maybe once. So the whole thing about He-Man was when the laws changed and then suddenly you could make cartoons that were all just giant commercials for the toys. But if that was, if that was the case, but they really didn't showcase many of the toys because, I was a kid and I was playing with the toys. I'm like, why isn't Spycore ever in them? Oh no, Superman's got the two blades. And they didn't really explain, or like one of the coolest things about the toys didn't apply to the cartoon. But here it is, comic. Skeletor had one half of the power blade and He-Man had the other. And when you put them together, then it was a key that would open the drawbridge of Castle Grayskull. And then you'd have all the secrets of the universe. And you would rule said universe. But here comes Superman. He took the swords away. Curse you. It doesn't take a genius to figure you're still after the same thing as when we met. Oh, when we last met. Oh, they already met? Oh, and DC Presents number 47? I thought this was the very first thing. DC Presents 47. Ah, well. That's pretty bad to have Skeletor. No, that's He-Man and Superman after you. Skeletor. Oh, he gives him back one, and then he throws the other one to be hidden. Oh, no, he threw it at He-Man. He's like, I sense He-Man's over there in trouble. Whap. Yeah, Zodak's kind of, it's giving him some trouble. I don't know. Good thing he came. Oh my god. Yeah, Superman's other weakness besides kryptonite. Superman's other kryptonite is magic. So Skeletor's got some magic. He's going to use his Cosmo spell Oh no, He-Man's hurtling his sword at him. That's the kind of violence that would never happen in the cartoon. Oh my god, did he just stab him? look at Skeletor. Oh! He's like keeling over. Ack! I curse you, meddlers. I'm wounded. The power of the sword consumes me. But he can just zap himself away. Oh, there's the end. That's all well and good. Good. Sometimes these old comics, the lettering, the newsprint kind of gets away from you. Oh, okay, so that was my He-Man preview and paper thingy. This next page here, a bad case of worms. I had these toys. These are like, like the sticky hand. But they'd come in a case. Oh, they're icky and yucky. Nice and sticky. In fact, they're absolutely disgusting. Ew. Yeah, this Supergirl comic that Masters of the Universe was stuck in between is good. The art in this was by Carmen Infantino. This one, Supergirl kept changing her outfit, trying to get out from under the thumb of Superman. Alright, well, that's it for now. I'll try to put this Masters of the Universe tablecloth away. And what do you think? Maybe I'll show you some more Masters of the Universe in the future. But for now, good night. Honestly. pulled it up so small. How can this be so hard? What's this go now? Oops. Oops. Oh, I did it. I think I did it. Wow. It's good enough. It's the moss.